Continuing with the presentation, I'm going to explain to you a little about what is law, and I'm going to do a comparison between law in the United States and law in here in El Salvador. First, what is law? What is the concept of law? Law can be defined as a body of rules of conduct of binding legal force and effect, prescribed, recognized, and enforced by controlling authority. In USA law, the word law refers to any rules that is broken subject a party to criminal punishment and civil liability. What is the purpose of law? The main purpose are a set of rules that allow people to live peacefully in society. We already know the principal purpose are keep the peace and prevent violent acts. Well, the system in the United States works in a different way that here in El Salvador. Why? Because that country is so big that they need separate laws. This means that they have the federal law created and executed by the president and Congress. The state law executed by the governor of each state and the local legislature created and executed by the mayor of the city. The Constitution and Statutes of the United States and its states provide for various liberties and rights. One functions of the law is to protect these various liberties and rights for violations or unreasonable instructions by persons, organizations, or governments. Law is divided into different categories, which are criminal law, civil law, administrative law, and international law. Criminal law is the body of law that relates to crime. Civil law is a branch of the law. The term refers to non-criminal law. Administrative law is the body of law that governs the activities of administrative agencies of government. And international law, also known as a public international law and law of nations, is the set of rules, norms, and standards generally accepted in relation between nations. The law serves to many purposes. Among them, we have establishing standards, maintaining orders, resolving disputes, and protecting liberties and rights. One of the most important laws that every country has to apply is employment law. What is employment law? Is the area of law that governs the employer-employee relationship. Therefore, if the business has more than one employee, then the business likely use employment law. Every employee has rights and duties to fulfill, both from the employee to the employer and vice versa. Among of the rights of employee, we have promotion and training at work, to receive the agreed remuneration properly, to physical integrity and privacy. Promotion and training at work, we already know all employee has right to be training to the perform in the work. To receive the agreed remuneration properly, it is important that all workers receive their compensation for services or employment. This includes base salary and bonuses or other economic benefits. The physical integrity and privacy, all workers have to be integrated in the different activities of the company. Also, are basic duties of employee. Among of them, we have comply with the employer's orders, contribute to improving productivity, and report any incident to his employer. All these duties are very important to it because of this depends the success of the company. Always have to exist a good relationship between employer and employee. What is a contract? A contract is an agreement between two or more parties that is enforceable by law. In order for a contract to be considered valid, there must be offer an acceptance, considerations, capacity, concept, and lawful purpose. How to translate a contract? To translate a legal document properly, a translator must have some command over legal terminology. A good translator should be familiar with local law, as well as being aware that laws are subject to constant change and revisions. Hence, translator must consider these factors when offering a service. A good translator have to consider three important elements for the success of the translator of a contract. We have word selections and syntax, regional variations, and confidentiality.